Hi, I'm Seamless, and today is Wednesday, and I've arbitrarily decided that it's time for a new How to Synth tutorial. And today I'm going to talk about a weird idea that I totally didn't know, but I totally should have known, and that two saws make a square. This was something that someone on YouTube actually told me when I was doing a how to bass on, or rather a 75K tutorial on this sound. On this sound. Holy crap, this is the second time I've tried to record this, by the way. Ha! And this sound is a pulse width modified square with a significant amount of aliasing, not anti-aliasing. That's what it sounds like with anti-aliasing. Big difference. But that sound is accomplished by having a square wave and modifying its pulse. Another name for a square, by the way, is pulse. So a lot of synths will have a pulse width modifying parameter of some kind. Synth doesn't really have that. It has this thing, which you can't automate it while it's playing. But other, synths, even like analog stuff, will let you do that. It's a primary feature of it. And so, I didn't really think, it's whatever, I guess I can't do that. But someone on the YouTube comments actually commented that if you do, two saws make a square. And in the coolest way possible that I 100% didn't know. But, like I said, I totally should have known because it's based on ideas that I totally do know. I just didn't occur to me to actually apply it in this way. That's the opposite of what I wanted. Actually, no, it's not. It's correct. I have to do this. There we go. So, if I have a saw, and I have two saws right now, a saw wave creates these harmonics. All right? Octave of harmonics. If I reverse the polarity of one of the saws, you get complete perfect phase cancellation, so you're not going to hear anything at all. But if I move the phase of one of them, which we could do in Citrus because there's a phase parameter on all the operators, I can link it to mod X, and I can move the phase while it's playing. And if I get completely 100%, actually, I guess that's 50% out of phase, but out of phase enough, it makes a square wave, which makes perfect sense. If you move the phase of the harmonics a particular way that a phase cancels only every other harmonic, you get a square wave. But what's really cool about that is you might have noticed that in the journey to get to the square wave, it created a pulse, and it also modified the width of the pulse if I changed the phase of what I was doing. Which is totally badass. That's not something that I knew about saw waves. And I had to make a video about it because people should know this about saw waves. Honestly, it's a capacity for something that it didn't occur to me. And I wonder if that does for other things as well. I'll probably have a good look at that. But thanks to the guy on YouTube that totally taught me that this was a thing. It just goes to show you that everyone always learns new things. Good times. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Check out my Patreon page. It's in the link in the description. And as usual, have a nice day.